Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Tuplex. As you can see, I have set up a very temporary setup for making the blue science packs, and I've started research on advanced oil processing. It's rather slow, but I'm just kind of hand feeding these items. And I think I have almost enough here now to get the job done. Let's see, how are we doing on gears? We'll get 20 more. I might need some more iron plate there. Yeah, so I got enough plastic. I had to go back and make more because I didn't realize that we needed 2 plastic bars per red circuit. I was thinking that it was just 1 for some reason. But anyway, this should finish running, and we'll slowly get to advanced oil processing. In the meantime, we can start setting up the oil processing so that when we're ready for it, we can turn on the recipes and hook up the water and the oil. So let's head back over. Well, before I do that, did I make any other changes? I upgraded copper to steel furnaces and red belts. And I added a lot more mining drills on the copper patch because we were running low on the copper. I don't believe I've made any other changes since then, besides just doing more research. I did get the cliff explosive research done. I got a few levels of grenade damage done, so now we can one-shot trees with grenades, which makes things quite a bit easier. But yeah, that's about it. Just been doing a few things like that since the last installment. And then over here I got this set up to make flamethrower ammo for me with the oil. So I do have a flamethrower now and some ammunition for that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and tear this up. I'll reuse that refinery later on. So for now, let's get our pump jacks in place and start collecting some oil. You know what I meant to do was produce pipes. I should have done that beforehand. Alright, well, hopefully we'll be okay here. Actually, let's just put an underground there. Okay, and then we will put that into a storage tank. And I made a couple of pumps. So from the storage tank, we'll run it with a pump over to the main base. There, that looks rather tidy, doesn't it? Alright, and let me pick up this turret and I'll put this in a more protected position. Actually, I'll put 2 of these in here. I don't think the pump jacks generate a lot of pollution, although I could be wrong about that. Alright, and we'll give them 25 ammo apiece. That should keep this area safe. Okay, and then the next task, of course, will be to run pipe back to the main base. I would like to set up the oil processing here to the south of the steel smelting. So that's where I want to get the oil pumped over to, and then we can bring in water from this lake up here. Probably bring a pipe over here and then run it down and cut over there. Alright, so let me... Actually, I'm going to pick up the car so that I can run in a straight line. And hopefully drag pipe along with me as I go. Okay. And this is where the grenades come in. Yeah, so once you research grenade damage 3, then you can kill trees with 1 grenade. It's wonderful. One of the best upgrades ever. Alright, now we should be able to drive through there with no problem. Whoops. Alright, and I screwed it up. Let's try that again. Turn. Put in the fuel. Alright. Get the first one laid in, and now we can drive. I should have zoomed out first. I don't want to run into anything. Okay. Well, that's a good place to stop because I need to go and get... Oops. I need to go get iron for pipe anyway. Alright. And I meant to set up pipe production in the make everything area before the episode, and I forgot to do that, so I apologize for that. Actually, let me do that right now. I'll get a bunch of pipe made, and I'll be right back. So we'll take a quick break. Alright, so I've got some pipes being made. I've got a decent quantity. I think we've got enough to get this done. I set up another machine to help this one out temporarily. Eventually I'll remove this, but this way we've got 2 machines making pipes. Or maybe I'll put this one in the middle and then have regular pipes on either side. In any case, we'll get oil set up right now. Let me check on the advanced oil processing. Looks like that has stopped. So let's run up there real quick and check on what materials we need there. Probably ran out of iron or copper somewhere along the line. Definitely want to keep this going. Okay, that's all right. We could use some iron there. We need pipe. Okay. Let's craft some more pipe. Unfortunately, pipe is something we don't have an awful lot of. And up here, I think we're doing okay. Yep. Alright, that should keep things going there. So I'll just go back down there, grab some more pipe, and then we'll get started setting up the oil processing. In the meantime, I was clearing away rocks and trees over there, as you can see from all the craters in the ground, and starting to lay some paths. Alright, so the ratio I'm going to use here is 8 refineries. With a space in between each. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that is going to feed into... I think we'll just use the small poles here. And then that's going to feed into one machine doing cracking for heavy to light, and then one machine cracking, or 7 machines cracking light into petroleum. All right, so this is going to be a build that almost exclusively makes petroleum. It'll also make some lubricant. And that'll be enough for the main base. Now later on, when we make solid fuel, I'll set that up somewhere else where we'll make solid fuel from the light oil. But it'll be a while before we need any solid fuel. All right, I'm going to make one more of these. Actually, I need another handful of these chemical plants so we can make sulfur and plastic and all that other good stuff. So I'll just go ahead and craft some of those. All right, let's check on this again. Sorry if I'm making you sick with this motion. All right. I need more plate for the mining drills. Let me go add that. So let's hop in the car so we can do this a little more quickly here. All right. Hopefully that'll be enough to finish it off. All right, let's repair that. Okay. Right, so on these 8, we're going to have 1 line for water and 1 line for oil. So we can go ahead and start hooking those up right now. I think this one on the bottom is oil and the one on top is water. But I'm not going to commit myself to that until the research is done and we can actually check it. So I'm not going to hook any fluids up to this yet. But I will hook up all the plumbing. Okay, let me just check the outputs here real quick. So on the outputs, we've got heavy, light, and then petroleum. Now, I want to leave myself room for beacons on this side. So I'm going to, let's simulate a beacon here. So the petroleum line, I want to come out at least this far. All right, and then those will get hooked up in a line here. All right, so I'll just blueprint this like so, like so. There. And then I'll clear that recipe. All right. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 1. And then we'll do 1 pipe there. And then we'll connect those with undergrounds. Okay, that one's already connected. Okay, and then we need to connect all of these as well. Okay. I need a few storage tanks. I have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to want 4. One for each type of fluid coming out of here, and then another one for lubricant. Okay, so everything's connected. Let me take out these rocks. And we'll run our path across. This will form the lower bounds of the setup. Could take these out with grenades, but I don't want to blow anything up. So I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Looks like we're almost done on the research. Let's take a quick look up there. And something is stopped. Yep, it's the mining drills again. So let's head back up there one more time. I'll just make a couple mining drills. I can't imagine we need more than just 1 or 2 at this point. I'm terrible at driving that car. Okay, that should finish it off. Of course, that's what I said last time, so we'll see what happens. Get rid of some of this coal. Okay, thank goodness that's done. All right, I think I have some more research I can do with red, green, and military science. Yeah, we can do landmines. I started doing that earlier. Let's finish that off. Okay, so now we can select our recipe here. Let me make a few more lights. Put those in. All right. Extend our path. There. Okay. So now we can finish bringing in the oil. Let's see, where do I need to go? Yeah, I'm going to go north of these trees. Like I said, I'm terrible driving this thing. Bear with me. Jeez. There's my pipeline. Found it. All right, let's pick that up. All right, we can do laser turrets. Those will come in handy. All right, so we'll head south here now. And And we'll clear a path through these trees. Okay, we have oil. Now we need to get water down here. So the water I will run down from this lake. I'll do that off camera for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got water hooked up. I pulled it from the lake here, ran it all the way down the side, and then brought it over here. And then, oops, what I'm going to do is run it across the top here, like this, and that way we'll be able to get water for the other processes wherever we need it. Make that kind of like the water bus. Okay, rocketry. Yeah, we can do rocketry, and then everything else is just going to be upgrades. Okay, so let's get our storage tanks configured. We can put the petroleum tank there. We'll put heavy oil there, and we'll put light oil there. I don't know if they're evenly spaced if I do it that way, but it looks pretty good anyway. All right, and they're starting to fill up. All right, so the first thing we can do is we can start making lubricant. I'm going to leave a space of 3 there just so we can tap into that line for heavy oil for other purposes if we need to. And then I'm going to put my other storage tank right there for the lube. There. Okay, and then heavy oil cracking. I wonder if I can make any more pumps. No, I can only make 1 pump. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. Put that there. Is that long enough? Yes. All right, so I'm going to put a little control on this circuit for the cracking. So we'll make this heavy oil to light oil cracking. Now in this case, actually let's move this down one more. Now in this case, I only want to do cracking when I have an excess of heavy oil. Or actually, I only want to do it when I have an excess of lubricant. So actually, let me take that off. And I want to connect that to the lubricant pump. So we'll turn this on when lubricant is greater than 20,000. Right, the tank will hold 25,000. So once we have plenty of lubricant, then we'll start throwing the excess to crack to light oil. Otherwise, I want lubricant to have a priority. All right, since I'm still using turrets for defense, I'll prioritize turret damage research. Okay, and then we need to hook up some water to that. our water line there. Actually, let me make this an underground so that I can pass through here more easily. There we go. All right, and then the output of this, we want to put into the light oil storage tank. Which I can do like that. And why is this running? Alright, I think it's just because there was some heavy oil in the pipes already. Yep. Okay. Get out of there. And then we'll set up the rest of these. So I'm going to need 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that worked out very well. I would have been upset if I ran out of room. Okay, and these are going to be light oil to petroleum cracking. Okay, so for these, we'll do 1 on the light oil, and we'll do 2 on the water. And we can share this water line all the way down. Now you have to put a space in between each of these chemical plants, otherwise you won't be able to run your pipes. Okay, and then I should be able to just hook that up like that. All right, and then on the output, actually let me put this on the, well, I guess it doesn't matter, top or bottom. We'll put it on the top side. And then we'll connect all these. All right. That's super awesome that that jumps over. Okay, this can be a straight pipe. And we'll connect that over here. All right, and now everything's going to grind to a halt because we've got too much petroleum. But we do have almost 4,000 lubricant. We have a tank full of petroleum. And this is all set up, so I think we made good progress here. That's going to do it for this episode. In the next one, we will start setting up plastic for red circuits. We'll start making sulfuric acid for batteries and things of that nature, and then we'll start working our way towards the blue science packs. Thanks a lot for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. As always, if you liked the video, please give me a like. That helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye-bye.